Hey everyone, the JMH guy here, or soon to be formerly the JMH guy. Yeah, lots to catch up on, lots to talk about, lots to update. I think this calls for a road trip. So today, I'm just making some coffee here. Just making some coffee to get the day started. And then just prepping to head on a miniature road trip out here in Nova Scotia. I have an idea of where I want to go. Beautiful views. Not the greatest of weather, perhaps. Not as clear as I wanted, but it's Nova Scotia or the East Coast where it changes 4 seasons per day. So we're gonna have to wait and find out, see how it looks when I end up there. Lots to talk about from my car, from cars, the driving roads, the channel, all the changes and everything. The garage, for those of you who have not yet seen it already, a little bit of the garage stuff. I do have a miniature shorts coming up, so that'll be very exciting. I almost replaced the X3. I almost added a car with the X3. Yeah, there was a lot of cool things that almost happened, that didn't happen, things that were not supposed to happen, that did, and all that sort of fun stuff. So, well, let's get started. Okay, so now, just before I get started, here is Blue Babe. I don't know. I still have to name her. It's the X3. I don't know. Everyone names their cars, but I still haven't. Blue Babe's the closest I've gotten to a nickname for my car. I guess we'll have to see. Here she is. Oh, there. That's better. So, yeah. Those of you who have watched me for a while recognize her. I'm going to have to talk about this. Let's just say another BMW part breaking, failing, or just not working. But I am so happy to have my own garage now. Well, it's with my girlfriend / future fiance, but kind of get some decorations to the walls. Some Porsche 911 posters, 991s. Got many more. Gonna post them all along here. The problem is, as you'll see my shorts coming up this side. So, I have to see. Got my tire rack, as you can see, all hooked up here. Got my Honda here, my Honda lawnmower. My Honda, what the Yardworks? Oh, sorry, I'm a lawn mowing noob. Yardworks powered by Honda. So, the VTEC right here. Kicks in whenever it wants. And of course, a whole bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, here we go. For those of you who did not already see that video, when I reversed in and turned it on, shortly after, I set off the alarm over there because of the carbon monoxide from the emissions. So, I'm trying to pull in instead of pulling out. Pulling in is easier than pulling out because of my issue or challenges. So, let's get started. All right. How many BMW lights on the dash today? Five, 6. No, it wants more. Well, as I like to say, it still works. But yeah, only a handful. But it's nice to have that garage. I gotta clean this thing out, but I'm gonna try and take this to the wash first, and then I'm going to the destination. Okay, so it might actually be starting to rain, so I might actually skip on the wash and just go straight to destination. I'm hoping it's not too cloudy, but I won't know till I'm there, so we'll have to see. But when you love cars, you keep on driving. So All right, let's check her out. So she is, but she's not too bad. I mean, for those of you who follow me, I've had this thing for years now. But it just works great. It just works. She's a beauty. I mean, some people like the look, some people don't. I really like the look. Down she goes. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, everyone, let's get started. So, about just over an hour to the destination. Nice thing about moving into a rental house over an apartment, you have your own driveway. Most times you have your own garage. And so there's lots of great benefits and advantages to that. Oh, great, there's a stupid mosquito here. But yeah, so where to start? Well, first off, if you didn't already notice, I moved provinces from Ontario to Nova Scotia. I'm an East Coaster now, or Eastern Coaster, or whatever the case may be. So it's exciting. I'm gonna have to share more about that specifically later. My BMW, if you followed the road trips from previously, it just tanks through. There have been interesting developments with the condition of it, but otherwise, generally, it's been fine powertrain wise. It's breaking down and falling apart in other ways. And I'm feeling so done in some ways with this car. Like, I have to make another note about that later. But it has got me every time from point A to point B. So that's important. Work, I did get a new position, which is really exciting as well. I secured before moving out here. So I've been out here for a couple months now, if anyone was wondering. So I'm getting used to knowing the area, meeting new people, seeing the car culture and scene here. It's exciting, it's different. So I'm gonna have to do some more exploring. It is the fall/winter, so coming up, so I'll have to adjust accordingly, especially with all the events happening. So for this area, if you haven't seen my Jaguar videos already yet, it's pretty awesome for driving roads. I can't wait till the girlfriend is moving down with me. We got that place together, so that's very exciting. We're thinking of starting a couples related YouTube channel, if I haven't mentioned that already as well. The fall leaves are just incredible. You might be able to see in the side part of my of the video here as I'm driving past them. It's beautiful. The lakes, the oceans, the water, the leaves. Most of the roads that are freshly paved, but generally it's good. So, like I mentioned, moved into the new place a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna have to do a tour in a couple weeks once things are more settled down. Been sleeping on an air mattress for a few weeks now, just to get by. You know, it's life. You gotta make the most of what you got with what you got, literally. So before that, I had an Airbnb for a month. So I made things work for the light move going into the heavier move. So very exciting. Something pretty cool the other week, I drove my second Lamborghini ever. First one I drove, if you haven't seen already, was a Lamborghini Gallardo a number of years ago. I had a brief ride in a Murcielago first generation 6-speed gated manual once before. I sat inside an Huracan, I got to start up and briefly drive around a Performante Spider. That was wicked. Moving around is in around the parking lot specifically, which was still really cool. Just to see it, sit inside, it's a humbling experience, as I like to say. Very exciting, very cool. I took a brief startup video that I'll have posted before this or after or something, so we'll have to see. Something a girlfriend and I do want, if possible, I don't know, for our first house, we're gonna have to see maybe the second, something along the water, because in Ontario, anything that says water with real estate, you end up paying multiple millions. So it's affordable for some, unaffordable for many, including ourselves. But out in Nova Scotia, it's possible for anyone with the willpower and the hard work, it looks like, to accomplish whatever goals or dreams. Yes, it's a struggle. Life is a struggle, but I like when there's something that has the word possibility or is possible, I ignore, or I don't want to say ignore, but I forego all the hard or difficult challenges to achieving it. I'm no expert, and I've, like many people, faced uphill battles, but if it's possible, that's good enough for me. So the sun's starting to shine now. You might be able to see briefly, but it's gonna be hopefully a beautiful day once we hit the lookout or Lookoff, whatever it's called. So I've never been there before. I've seen it on Instagram, everything. Very, very exciting. Now, for the most part, I escaped Ontario traffic. Other parts, it's worse in some ways, but far better as a whole. So, hashtag no regrets. Gotta love the twists and turns of a poorly paved on-ramp. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that straight six. You can never ever replicate the straight six BMW ever again, because as far as I'm aware, there's no such thing as an electric version of the straight six. Maybe one day there'll be a spiritual successor, but it can't beat a full-on original classic. So, seen a couple of Porsches, BMW X7. For some of you who are in like areas, whether it is Toronto, my oldish area, or California, or any of those might be pretty common. But in Nova Scotia, it's very interesting being a car enthusiast, because things are just nowhere near as common as they are in other areas. So that special feeling of spotting something is much more common. Like, it's like, wow, you see something that would be common or often elsewhere, and here you just never see them. So it's kind of like, whoa, there's one of those here? Yeah, exactly. So, just my thoughts. Something else I wanted to touch on is I was considering changing the name of this channel, because my rough future plans is to do a short summary. I want to do a gaming channel separately from this, and I'd still like to do some videos business related on here too, but I was thinking of changing the name of this channel. So I have an idea for a name, and I'm thinking of exploring it perhaps over the next few videos to start integrating that. So, because the challenge the last few months was I had no desktop, I just had my plain laptop. So I tried quite a bit with getting stuff done, but now that my full-on desktop and my rig or setup is here, I can get back into like the good big stuff or whatever, but work with what I got for now. For those of you who do not already know, the contest is still on for that model car, the model Lamborghini Murcielago 1/18 scale by Maisto, or however you pronounce it, balloon white coupe, as well as some other goodies. I'm thinking of giving away some more models, because the challenge with the new place is, you'll see in the house tour later on when we do it, is it's very little space. Very little. So 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Yes, it's got the garage, but there's only so much storage space. So probably going to do some more giveaways to both give thanks to those of you who subscribed. And it also helps me with downsizing a bunch of stuff. So because girlfriend and I are focusing on quality over quantity for the next while. So because we have to, and it's good. We both like to think and be efficient. So what can you do with what you got? So I really should have peed before this. I have to go so much, but I'll probably have to go at the gas stop, whether it's at the end or in the middle if I can't hold it, but we'll see. So I mentioned earlier in this video, I almost replaced or added a new vehicle into the garage. It was from the pictures, it looked like really good or decent condition. 2006 Porsche Cayenne S, 250,000 kilometers, or that would be around 140,000 miles or so. It was asking 3,000 Canadian or best offer. I should have jumped on it sooner. I was waiting till the weekend, but as I've learned in this day and age, if you see something you like that's near or close to what you want to pay, I was gonna offer something less, of course, and negotiate, but I should have just jumped on it, because now that like I'm settled, I have the garage space and everything, and some connections for parts. It would have been possible to do any repairs needed. So it was really cool and really exciting. But part of me is like, even though I missed it, I hope it was just poor condition that I would have said no anyways. So, because FOMO is very, very powerful motivator, at least for some people. For me it is, because I end up regretting a lot after. I'm better than I used to be, but I'm not great. Since we're on the highway, I want to do some classic Tiptronic, Steptronic pulls. So 4th gear, 3rd gear, 6,000 RPM, 4th gear, 5th gear. All right, there we go. Back in the normal drive outside sport, because we're cruising. I hope my microphone negates the wind noise in the rear right passenger window. Long story short, which I'm going to do shorts anyways, is the window regulator failed. Yay! So I'm holding it up by duct tape for now until I replace and fix that regulator, which is more so replace. I want to do everything in one go if possible, but we'll have to see. So time will tell, but yeah, that's the current crazy thing on my car, the larger one for what it's worth. Also, I wanted to say, for those of you who have watched my Jaguar videos recently, thank you. And thank you to all the recent subscribers. I can almost call this a 250 subscriber special for what it's worth. But it means a lot. I'm really, really hoping to reach my goals of the 1,000 subscribers and such before the end of the year if possible. Going to be filming a lot more, which was my problem this year. I should have filmed more content and consistency, but I'm always trying to improve. Always trying to learn more new skills. I mean, even a few weeks ago, I started learning a bit of coding. Something I wanted to do over a decade ago, and I wasn't as focused, but now I'm back to it, focused and very excited to see what comes about it. You're never too old to learn new skills or anything, so it's exciting. This is so crazy because now I'm like 330,000 kilometers on this thing. Probably put just under 200K on it in the last 5-6 years. Definitely got to do a maintenance update on it though. Debating whether or not to get lunch now or later, but it's a bit early and I did just make some eggs, so I might actually wait. All right, so here we are. Just incredible views. Of course, made it with her. Let's have some closer looks. And here we are. Just gorgeous. This is where I wanted to go today. Possibly my new little filming area. Just spectacular. And I mean, this is a cloudy day. Once again, I just can't get enough of this. All right. Gonna have to come back here for more. But now let's get some food. Gotta refuel. Gotta go to the restrooms. I missed them 20 minutes ago. And more. So let's just close her up. I took some more shots, some more video. Very cool stuff. So let's do it. Okay, so maybe just like one last little bit. Just stunning. And one day, upgrade, if I'm fortunate, to my dream car and take it to a dream destination. Just stunning, the views and everything. And now I gotta go back down the mini hill or mountain, if you call it, and go to the washroom and get some food, and then back home. Let's go. All right, manual mode back down.
Continue on Gospel Woods Road for 800 meters. In 600 meters, slight left onto Nova Scotia 358 South, signs for Canning, Port Williams.
I love manual mode. Yeah. Bring the window up due to the wind noise. Oh.
Slight left onto Nova Scotia 358 South, signs for Canning, Port Williams.
Can't wait to change up the camera equipment because there are some insanely good views here.
Continue on Nova Scotia 358 South for 4 kilometers.
Yes, that's my GPS in the background. Stuck behind a crawl in front of me, so it's good in manual mode. Lots more control, helps with the handling. Most of all, it helps with the fun time. And my ears just popped. $5,000 RPM, second gear. for a 5-speed Steptronic, it's not that bad in terms of speed. Like, yes, it is slow, but it's not as bad. Like, it's pretty good for the upshifts. The downshifts are kind of hit or miss. Going down to first gear is always not too great. Oh, this is fun. It's only my daily driver. That's what happens. You go to a beautiful road, doesn't matter what you drive. Amazing views, scenery. That's where the fun's at, as well as who you're with. And that's why I'm very excited when the girlfriend comes down, we can do the stuff together. And she can film me. And she films better. A lot better. Alright, 4th gear. 3rd gear. 2nd gear. Okay.
In 600 meters, turn right onto Chapel Road.
It's not too often, but it will shift itself eventually at like 6,600 RPM. That said, it's still pretty darn decent for what it is. So I'm just glad I have it at all. I mean, cars that have just drive and low.
Turn right onto Chapel Road.
Just great. So, all right. See you guys. After we hit the washrooms and head.
Continue on Chapel Road for 1 kilometer.
Did a quick stop to this mall to go to the washroom, and it was old, 1990s. Let's get eating. That was great. That pizza was just right. I needed a good meal, so fantastic. Now, as I was exiting, came back into my car here. SVT Raptor parked right next to me. So cool. All right, time to hit the road. Ooh, that was a great day. Now, just to finish off things, just got to get a couple things perhaps today, if not tomorrow, and then I have to, we'll be heading back home, so there we go. And then post-trip vehicle health check, I think, but yeah. Let's get to it. Back, everybody. Had lunch, did a few errands, had that awesome epic road trip. Hopefully get some even better video next time too of the scenery, but I think it was pretty awesome for the weather that it was. So yeah, just pulled in, whereas I pulled out before. Video. Stay tuned for the extended version of the Jaguar Drive. That's going to be uncut, pretty much unedited, full raw, everything experience. Stay tuned for some other really cool videos. Girlfriend's moving down very shortly, and then we'll be able to get some more furniture in the house and do a house tour and everything. So yeah, very exciting, very, very cool. So, think. Yes, there is a few different things for car news coming soon, so make sure to stay tuned. And yeah, that wraps up for now. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions about Jaguar, BMW, Porsche, etc., please feel free to drop them below, and I'll do my best to answer any and every question that I do get. Till next time, everybody. Yeah.